What's up, guys? Big Chieferton here. We got today is a round 4 Virgin Gaming money game against a guy that I think was 31-10. Pretty good player on the site. I think he primarily plays NBA 2K, but he does get some Madden in as well. I'm gonna run through the Steelers depth chart. That's what I'm using. I'm gonna go ahead and put Palomalu at free safety, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put Justin King, who's a cornerback, at strong safety, 95 speed. He's a good tackler. Two of the main components I look for in a strong safety. Ike Taylor at first corner, and Dyke at number 2, and then Keenan Lewis at 3. And make sure you take out Woodley and Harrison out of their starting position so you can go ahead and insert them in the 4-6 speed package. And then I like to play Hampton and Kiesel at the DT positions. Hampton if they're running the football a lot, and then I'll go ahead. If they're throwing the ball all game, I'll go put Hayward there. A little faster. Here he lobs one over the top to Vernon. I don't know. I thought I'd get that. I don't really know how he caught that, but Vernon making a pretty nice play. Just a slant to crisscross Randy Mouse. 10-yard gain. Still early in the first quarter. He's going to run a counter. More or less bad stick work by me. I was way out of position. Got to kind of stay home on that. Got going in the wrong direction on the counter. He went for 2 because I jumped off sides on the field goal. I got the football now. Personnel-wise, offensively, I like to go Wallace outside on the left, Brown tight end on the right, Burris slot on the left, and if you want to run the ball at all, I like to put Heath Miller at the tight end on the right. But if you're just throwing the ball a game, Earl Sanders isn't bad. Cotchery's good if you're throwing in traffic. Another thing I'll add to that, though, I didn't know this, but Jag said this too, is they don't have Chris Rainey anymore, that really fast running back from Florida. Actually, kind of a big blow in my opinion, because all their other running backs are pretty average. Mendenhall, Redmond, who else? That guy from Georgia Tech, I can't think of his name, but he's bad too. Dwyer, yeah, I don't really like any of those guys as far as Madden. Don't do anything particularly well. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, maybe. But
the offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
here he's going to try a diver up the middle. I'm just going to sniff that one right away with Palomalu. Hit stick him. Don't get the fumble. Potentially could have been a scoop and score type situation, but nobody really flying to the football. Missed opportunity. Here he throws a corner to Manningham, and he gets into the end zone. 15-8. Yeah, so I play Mendenhall. I mean, pretty average overall, but here I have Brown open. Roethlisberger, he might have overthrew him a little bit. I might have threw it too early, one of the two, but Whitner go ahead and jumps to that. I think he turns this into points pretty quick. Not the way I wanted to start, but haven't played with the Steelers in a while. Kind of get used to their personnel and how I want to play things defensively. Gave up a lot of early scores, a lot of big plays. And in this game, another thing I want to point out is this is just ridiculous. I really do like the new physics this year, but it just, I can't explain how stupid it is if they're blitzing one guy and you nudge your offensive lineman, your guy goes stumbling all over the place for 3 or 4 seconds. Especially as a quarterback when you're looking downfield, going through progressions, things like that. You don't really see your quarterback stumbling around. You might push RB because your eyes are downfield, or A because your eyes are downfield. You're not really looking at the pressure because you only know one guy's blitzing, and he might throw it a couple seconds later. They were pretty clutch, 4th and 19. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. Smart routed out with Keith Miller at the sticks. That's why I kind of like having a guy good catching traffic, 4th down, crucial plays like that. If they've been in man, go ahead and run that out and throw a wheel to Brown. Yeah, it's just, I think it's just ridiculous how the physics are great overall, but, and yeah, if you run into your lineman full speed, go ahead and fall over, but if you're just sidestepping and trying to step up in the pocket, there's no neat reason to be, stumbling all over the goddamn gridiron. There I'm getting pretty good with the swerving around spies. Kind of figured that out. I have a lot of practice lately. Even with Big Benny, he's not that fast. There, another fumble. Can't cough one up. Can't recover one. Here making some different adjustments on D. He's going to go ahead and actually make a pretty good read. That's probably the only part of the football field that was open. Here he's going to go ahead and throw it deep. I'm going to go ahead and get big with Van Dyke. I'm going to try to return this just because Van Dyke's so fast. I think he's like 97, but really good matchup with Moss. I mean, Moss isn't as dynamic as he once was, obviously, but he can still be effective in Madden. And real life football, if you don't have somebody over the top, you can still take the top off the defense. So I thought Van Dyke was a real nice matchup for him. Kind of, 6'1", 6'2", 97 speed. Definitely a favorable matchup in my opinion. If he wants to go at it, that's fine. I'll leave him one-on-one. Moss not a great route runner anymore, and not pretty average catching traffic. So. And I couldn't even count on both of my hands how many picks I dropped this game. I would say it was probably 7 or 8 minimally. Ridiculous. Here, 2nd and 15.
To sit with my dad in the garage.
Decent game with Roethlisberger, and that's how you got to beat fake, you guys. Is just you got to stay calm in the pocket. And, if you take the sack, you take the sack. I mean, 2nd and 13 really isn't a big deal, especially in offense. I run, I'll pick up 14 yards a play every other play. If I'm getting yards, it's usually pretty sizable. Goal plays go. I just went for a 4th and 10. Wallace couldn't come up with it.
Joy Core rounds 3rd. Here comes Griffey.
Here I'm going to hit Wallace.
The place, not in time. My oh my, the Mariners win it. Yes, fireworks they lit up that ceiling in the Kingdom. We had just made history.
3rd quarter, 31-28. I'm down 3. Still like my chances though. Definitely outplayed him to this point. There I clicked off right when he snapped it on accident. Otherwise, I was supposed to be the guy that I was supposed to use it with Palomalu.
Someone's just a myth, but see that glow was him. Yeah, tell me stories on the field with that sun-stained brim. Blood under my chin, he taught me how to spit. Sunflower seeds back with me and my crew. Sunburned
switch the coverages over there. I think I went purple on the outside. Blue here. I'm going to go ahead and grab that with Palomalu. Not sure why he's testing me. Palomalu's pretty much going to take a nap there for a bit. I'll take the pick, I guess. I mean, if you want to see it from there, I mean, I'm stumbling all over my lineman again. This is just ridiculous. I mean, he's rushing 3 guys. I'm stepping up in the pocket as a quarterback should. The physics, they're better. They're better than they've ever been, but it's something that they address next year. Focus on that a little more. There, I'm going to go back to Wallace in the seam, 4th and 17. Had a handful of 4th down conversions this game. There, I got Wallace. I'm going to disguise the screen a little bit, throw it to the other side of the formation. I don't really run it on and motion that. Guy over there, if he jumps the route, I might throw it over there, but
under that light rain, beaming in that
didn't really
night game.
sniff it
Can't
out
stop
there.
now, keep moving, no brake pads. Came here to prove a point, live my life on the field, make history in between the base path, and compete against the fear that is in me. That's
my
only
opinion, he's
barrier,
due
and
probably
I
for
swear that
another
I'ma
pick
break
here,
that.
too.
From the mud, the cleats that we drug through the feet, this is that moment and you cannot take it back. And
it's the only really
nobody
thing
collect
he
cards
lacks, I would
anymore.
say,
Just
or
a
that
box
was
and some old cardboard.
Justin
Memories
King,
embedded in the dust
that
and the
safety,
Bible's the
95
age, just
speed.
like us, living
Obviously,
somewhere
be good to
off
spy
in
with
the
his
joy.
tackling ability
This
there
is
on the
what you
full
make
bend
of it.
back
Yeah, we
off.
play to win.
He's going to run
Like
with
we're under
Moss,
the
and
lights
he's
of
going
the
to grab
stadium.
that.
Fight until the day that God decides to wave us in.
Back to
Right
King. The only
until he
thing that
waves
he
us in.
doesn't do very
It's
well
my
is
city,
catch the
my
ball,
city,
but
childhood, my
for
life,
what I
that's
want
right.
him to do, he
Under
fits
those
what I
lights.
want to do really, really
My
well.
city, childhood, that's right.
Run sideline to sideline.
My oh my, come
Not
on.
going to get
My
beat
city,
over the
my
top.
city, childhood, my life, that's right. Under those lights, it's my city, childhood, my life.
Here, just need to move the chains a little
My,
bit,
oh
giving her a
my.
little milk
Rest in
job.
peace.
But I'm going to go ahead and take a shot down the football field with Brown. And ran the ball a couple times. I don't really like making mistakes in the red zone, especially when he hasn't moved the ball. I'm going to go ahead and take 3. Let my defense try to win the football game for me here. He hasn't really been moving the ball at all this second half. There's a sack. I think I'm just going to go ahead and keep bringing pressure here. At least I hope I would. No, I don't. But he's going to go to Vernon, and yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and grab that one with Timmons again. So, but yeah, put thanks a for ball on watching, it, guys. Go ahead, give give me me a a share, introduce this to other Madden friends, guys that like Madden. Till next time.